Hello again, Jeff Green here with another weekly edition of Market Analysis and Market Timing, this time for fiscal week 21, which starts on May 23, Monday, May 23. Okay, so on my screen I have the usual VTI ETF, which is a very accurate prediction or representation, let's say, of the broader market. Weekly on the left, daily on the right. Let's jump right into the weekly chart. So 2 weeks ago, let me get my pen. 2 weeks ago, we had this hammer candlestick here. This is a very bullish sort of candlestick that typically will mark the bottom of a downtrend if we can close above it. I think if you go back a week or two, you can see me discuss it. What we wanted to look for was a close above this level, a high of that candlestick. Even though that candlestick had high volume, MACD's going down, on balance volume going down, the vast decline on the New York Stock Exchange, and of course the Nasdaq continued to decrease. So we didn't see anything bullish. DMI minus here is above DMI plus. So this is a little bit nerve-wracking here. The ADX, which indicates the strength of the downtrend, is increasing. So true to form, last week created this sort of indecision candlestick. We did not break above this, so this bottom was not confirmed from 2 weeks ago. Plus we had action this week on increasing volume from the average, which is this line. So on a weekly basis, we're still in a risk area. On the week, we're still bouncing from this level of support that goes all the way back to the first quarter in 2021. And above us, we have this level of support, which goes all the way back to the second quarter of 2021. So we're sort of trapped here in this sort of area, I think, at least for a while, unless we get down here on the weekly basis, in which case we're in big trouble. Because if you look, the next level of support on the weekly basis is down here. Let me erase all this stuff. The next level of support is down here at 183, which is another, 12 points from where we are, so that's another 5%. Just doing some quick math in my head. Okay, so I'm going to take this weekly bar here, and I'm not going to move it. I don't think I want to stretch it to this week because I think we're still in a bearish market through this week. So let's take a look at the daily chart. Now, you can see on the daily chart, let me see if I can make this a little bit better. There you go. So this week, let me grab this again. Let me grab a pointer. So this week here was the creation, This week here, if you look at these candlesticks here, if you think in your mind back over here what we looked at the candlestick on the weekly, this action here produced that candlestick. So the thinking was that above this level we have a good chance for a bounce. But again, here's the overhead resistance and underneath support. So we're sort of at the present time we're trapped in this sort of zone. This week I did put this downtrend line above the top prices. So we have another hammer-looking candlestick here. So I put this alert on my chart because I want to know when I'm getting above this level. That's the top of Friday's bullish hammer. Not quite at the lows, but it's got to look a hammer sort of formation. So this was my alert from the prior week. I'm going to take that off. So I'm looking for prices to close above 198.23 on the VTI ETF to indicate that maybe we're going to close above this candlestick here. But let's look at the bullish indications on this chart, and there aren't any really. We don't have any, let me get a pen. We don't have any increases on higher volume on higher days. MACD is looking like it might be bottoming out. It's certainly lower than the most previous low here. So that might be looking to turn bullish, but I don't suggest you do any trading on what you think the indicators might do. Unbalanced volume is once again looking comatose. The advanced decline line on the New York Stock Exchange is flat. Nasdaq is flat. and nothing on the DMI ADX. So there's no real bullish indications from the indicators that I watch. Let me erase all these and let's take a look at what might happen. So I think there's a good possibility that we might have a bounce next week. So the question is, where is it going to go? Is it going to stop here? Will it continue up to here and then get a rejection? We'll have to wait and see. If we get down below, let me make this a little bit bigger here. My belief is if we get down below this level, remember this is the line of support that goes back to first quarter 2021. If we close down in here, I think we're moving to this level, very soon after. I think there's a lot of overhead resistance between here and here that any rallies on the daily chart will sort of be muted and tend to get rejected from overhead resistance. So watch out for a move up into this area. Be cautious of a downtrend re-strengthening down below this level, and we'll have to wait and see what happens. As always, we've got this big red cloud in front of us that predicts bearish movements, and of course the Chiku line is well below current prices, which is also bearish. So I'm going to, for this week, for regular watchers, I'm going to once again extend the daily to a bearish because I have absolutely no bullish signals at all here on this week. So that's my recommendation for, or observations for the upcoming week. And I wanted to go through real quick the top stock of the week, which is San Juan Basin. We'll just go through this very briefly. You can see this is a very strong stock. It has continued its uptrend. Even though the broader market has been, losing steam, 20% down on the broad market, and if you follow the ARK ETF, you're down about 70 to 75%. So this is a strong stock. It's a little bit overextended. I would wait for, if you're looking to invest in this, I think it's for aggressive traders only. We might get a pullback here because we have not yet got above this high, which was created on extremely high volume. So there's a lot of people looking to get out all the way here because they suffered through this sort of platform basing. So I would watch this chart right about here. And if you're an aggressive trader, that might be a good trade on a bounce. So please like and subscribe. I hope this helps, and I'll talk to you again next week.